In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating, walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please take your seats. Good afternoon. Welcome to the University of Tennessee Knoxville Commencement Exercises. This day represents a milestone accomplishment in the lives of our students. We are proud of their achievements at UT, and we know that you are too. Out of respect for all of our graduates, we request that everyone in attendance stays until the end of today's ceremony. We want everyone to experience this important event without interruption or disruption. Please also remember, this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. At the end of the ceremony, all graduates and guests are asked to exit the arena up the stairs to the concourse level. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the academic procession as you are able. The procession includes college marshals, faculty representatives, and members of the stage party led by the University of Tennessee Knoxville Provost, John Zomchik. Please remain standing as you are able, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we begin today's ceremonies with the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Vocalist Tanner Smith is accompanied by members of the faculty brass ensemble. Today's color guard is presented by U.S. Air Force ROTC cadets.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to the University of Tennessee. I'm Provost John Zomczyk, and it is my honor to preside over this evening's commencement ceremony. Today, we celebrate a joyous milestone for our graduates. Not only the diploma that they will receive, but the education that they have earned along the way. Graduates, I hope this is a day to reflect on the knowledge and skills that you have gained, the experiences you have had, and the relationships you have formed. You have poured yourself into your studies, your research, your performance, your art. You have discovered new passions, and I hope you have committed to causes that move you. You have done the work, and you are prepared for whatever comes next. Everyone, please join me in congratulating our graduates this evening. We know that none of us achieve great things without support along the way. To all the family and friends here today, and to those who could not be with us this evening, your support, your sacrifice, your encouragement has made all the difference to our graduates. Our accomplishments always mean more when we share them with those that we love. I know how proud you are of your graduates, and I want you to know how grateful we are to you. Thank you for all that you've done to champion these volunteers. And to our faculty and staff seated here in the front, thank you for having challenged, mentored, and inspired our students from the moment that they arrived on campus to this very moment this evening. Thank you. Please join me in acknowledging the support of family, friends, and faculty. Graduates, today you are joining a vast network of volunteers who have taken what they've learned on Rocky Top and carried with them that spirit of leadership and service throughout the state, the country, and the world. Under your seat, you will find a gift from the UT Alumni Association. This is a reminder that you will always have a home sweet home here on Rocky Top. As you all cross the stage today, please keep in mind that you may not return to the seat that you're in right now, so don't open those boxes just yet. You can get them at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, today our graduates will be introduced individually. They have worked hard to be here tonight. They have worked hard to earn the degrees. I ask that you be patient as we recognize every single graduate here. We will announce their names by college. Graduates receiving master's degrees will be recognized first in each college and will be wearing a hood on their regalia, which signifies their achievement of advanced studies in their respective fields. Graduates, the ushers will direct you to the stage where you will be introduced. After you cross the stage, you will be handed a distinguished letterpress print of the Torchbearer's Creed. This artwork is a mixture of antique and modern fonts debossed onto craft paper in Pantone 151. Now, you all know what that is, right? Go Big Orange. This exclusive print is given only to graduates at commencement, a way to forever treasure your time here and to remind you of the importance of giving light to others. Once you have received the print, please return to your seats. The official conferral of degrees will take place once everyone's name has been called.
We will now recognize graduates receiving degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
You're going to tell them where to go, right?
Anna Faith Radford.
Noah K. Gillespie.
Farouk Adijia Ajibadi.
Salamat Olawale.
Haley Lynn Hudson.
Alexia Rochelle Brock.
Kubra Genk Ahuza.
Sierra Rose Lawler.
Micah Ortiz.
Zaria Selman.
Nathan William Sturgill.
Walker Scout Kinsler.
Annie Sun Lee.
Hollister Spencer Hamlin.
Jennifer Lauren Ott.
Tyler Glenn Myers.
Amanda May Huff.
Drew Peter Oxley.
Abigail L. Mikowski.
Jackson S. Major.
Elizabeth Page Blizzard.
Christopher Bailey Richardson.
Emma Grace Lawson.
Eric Vasquez.
Nevada Rain Raymer.
Keegan Aubrey Creel.
McKenna Marie Beasley.
Julia Grace Fitzpatrick.
Bailey Amir Watkins.
Wesley Lane Tidwell.
Mariah Denise Smith.
Chelani Jasmine Ogbatoyan.
Jacob N. Harris.
Maisha Romaine.
Nicholas William Wright.
Tanner Burgess.
John Henry Ellis.
Rebecca Dolores Ross.
Lindsay Grace Welch.
Suran Viprav Shah.
Hannah Christine Staten.
Jackson Moore Westenhaver.
Abigail Lauren Brookins.
Colum Charles Goodson.
Isabella Rose Guerrero.
Jenny Kim.
Rowan E. Aljaber.
Alexandra Olashiwa Crowder.
Hannah Elmasidi.
Vivian Nu Ta'an.
Kushi Hashmukh Patel.
Mary Catherine Hodell.
Lay Zayad Berbar.
Isabella Principi.
Hassan Fatih Hussan Ataha.
Joanna Maurice Gardner.
Saladhaddin Ahmad Salim.
Rebecca K. Phelps.
Cole Roop.
Taylor Brooke Stanford.
Timber L. Williams.
Maeve Ann Prendergast.
Tucker Shane Mountain.
Colleen Gray Love.
Julia Elizabeth Dean.
Madison Lee Stevenson.
Terrence Anthony Jones.
Alexis Lynn Ferguson.
Owen Fleming May.
Annabella Lucia Zito.
Frank Bernard Sturm.
Kyle Michael Gross.
Sebastian Michael Spasa.
Mitchell Alexander Bullard.
Daniel Ryan Hartzell.
Sarah Yamada.
Laura Grace Caitlin Kerner.
Noah Erickson Kabali.
Victoria Claire Williams.
Zachary Scott Wells.
Megan Kate Davenport.
Nebe Dia Alfatlawi.
Emily Course.
Harper Renee Morgan.
Alexandra Amy Harris.
Lee. Abigail Lee Green.
Tabitha Fawn Lowry.
Alyssa Diane Smith.
Lillian Shiva Umadi.
Kushi Devendra Patel.
Ella B. Saunders.
Nathaniel Pfeiffer.
Clara Diane Bonnell.
Maxwell Gavin Barnard.
Elizabeth Bolton.
Molly Michael.
Lillian Grace Bynum.
Molly Claire Cray.
William Ashak.
Jessie Catherine Foley.
Bailey Elizabeth McQuarrie.
Emma Catherine Grove.
Ken A.
Avery Lee Green.
Chloe Emerson Bowling.
Savannah Paige Sexton.
Christy Danielle Foster.
Ashley Shea Vandenberg.
Ethan Matthew Macias.
Naomi Valencia Abe.
Isabel Clarissa Cox.
Abigail Marie Hutchins.
Megan Janine Quigley.
Alex Gavin LaForge.
Bianca Christina Laughlin.
Madison Renee Branham.
Jillian Heather Beach.
Haley Howerton.
Kevin J. Dennis.
Riley McKenna Benson.
Emily Ann Canizaro.
Jamie Watkins.
Blake Nicholas Johnson.
Kensley Nicole Johnson.
Landon Cole Arton.
Kevin Michael Mitchell.
Maxwell Cleveland Nouns.
Paul David Dixon.
Jacob Lewis Smith.
Is it Madeline Teresa McDonald.
Keanu Reese.
Zoe Bear.
Jackson Scott Bushy.
Leah R. Shockley.
Jackson Naibu.
Come back, hand me your name.
Dugray Lee Taylor Robinson.
George William Carson Levacy.
McKay Caroline Carino Kokal.
Allison Linda Montgomery.
Haley Elizabeth Hill.
Brittany Noel Rupert.
Brianna Julia Alejandro.
Amanda Cruz Beatty.
Easton Bruce Root.
Grace Maria Harden.
Hope Beatrice Nelia Ben.
Jalou Agatep Enriquez.
Eric Michael Stitt.
James Dylan Crawford.
Liam Malloy Devine.
Gabrielle John Bowie.
Sasha Victoria Penn.
Lazarus M. Lehman.
Annalise Marie Custer.
David Randall Widener.
Ali Tai Diaz.
Sasha Catherine Jean-Guillaume.
Grace Elizabeth Dusso Riley.
Sophia Antonia Denise.
Shaylin Rose Williams.
Michaela Jean Lightheart.
Emma Ann Lamb.
Virginia Peyton Belser.
Marie Therese Greenwood Campbell.
Abby Jane Sweeney.
Mackenzie Hope Barnes.
Gabriella Marie Unrath.
Mary Ellis McJunkins.
Justin O'Brien Schneider.
Julia Dos Santos.
Sydney K. Bull.
Ella K. Chesney.
Abigail Marie Janasowitz.
Morgan Nicole Schultz.
Sydney Taylor Cook.
Sheza Noor Said.
Haley Elizabeth Craigle.
Benjamin C. Lyman.
Caroline. Emily Caroline Burris.
Robert Andrew Goodman.
Peter Emerson.
Braxton H. Kyle.
Adri John Lane.
Gerard Arthur Gerst IV.
Francisco Soto.
Hannah Elizabeth Griffin.
Nathaniel H. Stout.
Sophia Caron.
Sergio Alejandro Renteria.
Harriet Sarah Tarr.
Jamai Hassan Meshach.
Lily Ann Fox.
Alexa Brianna Austin.
Madeline K. Plitt.
Alexa Dolores Huerta.
Lila Rose Forcum.
Madeline Taylor Overcash.
Brianna Lauren Ayers.
Emma Blair Short.
Bailey Erica Kavner.
San Surcoat Mirza.
Emma Kathleen Martin.
Amelia Eden Hollingsworth.
Emma Kate Minyalik.
Stephanie Marie Cox.
Megan Ashley Thompson.
Eve Christine Pontecorvo.
David Jennings Culpepper.
Jonathan Dade Welch.
Alyssa Marie Coe.
Connor Thomas Rittenberry.
Addison Joe Harold.
Jacob Matthew Finch.
Brad J. Sylvia.
Donovan James Willits.
Kennedy Elise Bell.
Anna Elise Bell.
Lillian Grace Epling.
Is it? Okay. Caroline Elizabeth Grossman.
Cassidy Taylor Loveday.
Kira Elizabeth Harmon.
Anna Marie Black.
Kaylee Rios Salado.
Emily Reese Easley.
Amy Lisbeth Gonzalez Bueno.
Bridget Aniela Dwyer.
Hallie Rihanna Hommel.
Leah Morgan Cleland.
Daniela Marie Talarico.
Lucy Langley.
William Gale Doro IV.
Megan Elizabeth Scott.
Emma Nicole Saguna.
Thomas Cabe Shelton.
Cameron Marie Keeney.
Lauren Elizabeth Shin.
Walter Cole Woodruff.
Chloe Renee Mitchell.
Trista Nicole Smith.
Alyssa R. Whaley.
Alexandria May Shepard.
Elliot Mason Fessler.
Raven Cheyenne Campbell.
Isabella Christine Giesling.
Maximilian August Reuter.
Anna Julia Azzoli.
Marissa Helen Baranek.
Tatiana Bree Llewellyn.
Julia Ann DeFrance.
Madison Delaney Janes.
Chloe Testa.
Amanda Lee Irvin.
Jessica Faye Davis.
Michaela Rain Mills.
Thomas Cole McFarland.
Emily Lorraine Nelson.
Okay. Shadlia Tierra Janae Ockenly.
Juliana Lynn White.
Veronica Lane.
Emily M. Sinclair.
Catherine Campbell Dukes.
Abby May Gillenwater.
Mia Catherine Prince.
Rayleigh Ann Mitchell.
Lauren Thatcher Smith.
Keely Patrice Wade.
Christian Miguel Salazar.
Sophia Marielle Mylan.
Emily Caroline Hazelwood.
Maria Tyron Woods.
Amanda Wegman.
Angela Flores Carlock.
Haley Mackenzie Hamilton.
Trevor McKinney Pounders.
Haley Nicole Mildenberger.
Alex Gillespie.
Chinua Ofankiame Madu.
Hannah Elizabeth Workman.
Brianna A. Edwards.
Melissa Brown.
Elijah David Winningham.
Terezi Kikamona Jamane.
Justin James Miller.
Audrey Mae Goodman.
Gregory Jordan.
Gracie Kai Dyer.
Skylar Cassidy Taylor.
Reagan Elizabeth Richard.
Madison Marie Sherlin.
Delaney Montana Sweetworkin.
Maris Lovell Morton.
Emma Jane Pfeiffer.
Jordan Marley Stacy.
Alexa Catherine Lupian.
Emmeline Grace Hodgson.
McLean Wenner Mason.
Brooke Caroline Illam.
Audrey Lee Layer.
Jennifer Caitlin Gary.
Isabella Hope Preston.
Claire Mary Manning.
Lily Delaney Barrett.
Caleb Warren Canfield.
Gianna Marie Lorenzo.
Fetty Eskinder.
Lily Ruth Fairbank.
Savannah Grace Booker.
Gracie Gloria Garcia.
Megan Taylor Linforth.
Cameron Elizabeth Gross.
Sierra Noel Shell.
Natalie Diane Bollinger.
Caitlin Grace Marina.
Cole Ethan Neal.
Jada Shamira Lester.
Shiamaka Sharon Anwarker.
Margaret Elizabeth Eason.
Noah Michael Stewart.
Hannah Isabella Coyaso. Sorry.
Caitlin Leanne Perkins.
Gideon Allen Terode.
Reagan Grace Burleson.
James Kidwell Scott Jr.
Zoe Violet Urogny.
Lillian Eva Dowd.
Maria Alma Pintock.
Ronald McKinley Wilson III.
Kelsey Ruth Waller.
Brady Callahan McMillan.
Renee Fox.
Kira Odney Rogers.
Reagan Kalaz.
Olivia Evelyn Clark.
Talise Ari Fuller.
Ryan Mackenzie Collins.
Chandler Zachariah Campbell.
Catherine Eleanor Heisey.
Eli Alberto Aguilar.
Tanaj D. Brown.
Nia Sahai Drayton.
Taylor Grace Posey.
Brianna Denise Hall.
Trinity Reed.
Devani Alexia Perez.
Julia Stockton.
Kaya Lael Karshner.
Caden Marie Hodges.
Gracie E. Hinton.
Alyssa Taylor Bateman.
Clayton Wesley Duncan.
Elizabeth Lauren Antonucci.
Adam Chapilis.
Caitlin Moore Caparossi.
Devin Michael Hobson.
Paige Geneva Deal.
Kimra Ann Shockley.
Emily Powell Wright.
Austin G. Reed.
Leela Francis Flowers.
Bill Subat Biglar.
Maggie Grace Swick.
Sophia Elizabeth Martin.
Lacey Elizabeth Bryant.
Kaylin Ray Mitchell.
Taya Giselle Rugolo.
Nicholas Joseph Canales.
Jacqueline Claire Clements.
Eleanor Claire Unorski.
Tyler Pizzi.
Mary Helen Montague.
Nathan Carter.
McKenna Elizabeth Stevens.
Grace Aliana Lynn.
Scarlett Helena Wampler.
Shaylin Elaine Siebold.
Kylie Grace Scarborough.
Cassandra Lynn Williams.
Avery Julian Lockhart.
Chloe Caitlin Randolph.
Madison Sierra Reich.
Safa Ali.
Kelsey Alexis Tony.
Dylan Nicole Curtis.
Riley Alexander Moore.
Sasha Elizabeth Long.
Cheyenne Fox Phelps.
Ella Grace Wishart.
Alice Beatrice Stewart.
Kira Elizabeth Hodge.
Julia Ann Adent.
Jed McWhirter.
Emily Jean Frankel.
Andrew Jacob Nasari.
Hunter Wallace.
Paola Viridiana Cervantes.
Abdullah Ahmed Yassin.
Diksha Deshpande.
Kenneth Lynn.
Paige Elizabeth Lupu.
Owen Michael Grossroad.
Mariana Graciela Estrada.
Brogan Elaine Roth.
Madison Emily Brower.
Lauren McKinley Hart.
Campbell Clark Race.
Kayla Hightower.
Dawson Montgomery Hairston.
Cassidy Grace Durestorian.
May Jean Manus.
Claire Marie Jones.
Cara Marie Aloisio.
Cora Voss Frosthelms.
Courtney Scarlett Warrington.
Madison Catherine Moore.
Lauren Alexandra Nicole Clark.
Wyatt Sullivan Smith.
John L. Smithson IV.
Irish Enna Dills.
Kylie Marie Bullington.
Narissa Raya Naidu.
Jake Hilburn Hendricks.
Isabel Marie Ponder.
Morgan Taylor Polk.
Maria Caitlin Gonzalez.
John William Prettyman.
Paul Lawrence Campbell.
Yusuf Dawood Alani.
Lauren Constance Eckley.
Emily Jeanette Nix.
Kaylee Julia Burnett.
Mackenzie Claybrook West.
Kyle Edward Henson.
Dante Latrell Grayson.
Hank Kennett.
Sequoia Marivia Cothran.
Brianna Nicole Egbert.
Sydney Morgan Nyhoff.
Ryan Lee Tierney.
Ella Lynn Almager.
Corinne Cecilia Laws.
Bianca Fabiola Olivencia.
Mary Amal Andraus.
Lainey Ann Sachs.
David Josiah Mott.
Lexi Danielle Chambers.
Betsy Willis.
Ansley Kathleen Inscore.
Savannah Rose Daly.
Brooke Amay Lowry.
Julie Elizabeth Renneker.
Ashley Marie Oakes.
Lauren Ann Shagan.
Carissa Faith Sanders.
Rachel Ann Beerer.
Samuel Austin Henry.
Demetra Eleni Tutuchius.
Shaylin Chloe Lewis.
Reed Shoemaker.
Mackenzie Ann Gibson.
Jacob Benjamin Hughes.
Cooper Alexander Berry.
Ryan Stephen Herzog.
Isabella Marie Miller.
Casey Charles Shea.
Charles Alexander Crone.
Lin Mi Chow.
Josephine Amanda Fuller.
Braden Alexander Max Fink.
Madison Rose Reese.
Jacob Daniel Rutland.
Ashley Jean Mitchell.
Annabelle Lee Clower.
Olivia Lily Upchurch.
Jalen K. Burris.
Edward Jarrett Ramsey IV.
Lucy Ayanati.
Dakota Lauren Teemer.
Joyce A. Gilbert.
Haley Marie Opper.
Ari Everett Carr.
Delaney Moore.
Corson Upchurch.
Kayla Beth Batson.
Trent David Wilson.
Sierra Trinity Sponsel.
Samari Krista Thomas.
Molly Page David.
Moses Okeagena Ogoro.
Isabella Teresa Marandino.
Haley Marie Gibson.
Shay Lundberg.
Audrey Rose Meadows.
Brooklyn Ray Morrow.
Natalie Grace Ray.
Grace Lee Gardner.
Brooklyn Cheyenne Basler.
Mallory Marie Egley.
Molly Shea McClincy.
May Elizabeth Purnell.
Emma Arlene Power.
Sarah Elizabeth Cox.
Olivia Marie Russo.
Shane Gregory Estes.
Riley Elaine Odom Spees.
Morgan Grace Magruder.
Colin Joseph Davis.
Peyton Caroline Martin.
Emma Kate Daughtery.
Christy Lynn Miller.
Ethan Dallas Glasscock.
Olivia Grace Litvin.
Maria Belen Garibaldi.
Reagan O. Simpson.
Lauren Abigail Booker.
Haley Dolan Lambert.
Kristen Marissa Apicello.
Annalise Pearson Griffin.
Carolyn Ashley Belosis.
Luke Tao Thompson.
Kaylee Capel.
Ethan Guy Colston.
Elizabeth Williams.
Catherine Elizabeth Humphreys.
Ethan Michael McDougall.
Mia Shields.
Joshua V. Goko.
Denver Paige Clendenin.
Margaret Marie Hollow.
Evelyn Kathleen Amia.
Mackenzie Kilgore.
Emily Lynn Peters.
Melissa Colleen Kelly.
Cecilia Marie Wilson.
Kennedy Louise Hood.
Nicole Elizabeth Finkenstadt.
Lillian Grace Hammer.
Abby Alyssa Zenfane.
Shay Danielle Bagley.
Madeline Morgan Jones.
Alexander Ryan Mitchell.
Anna Sophia Underwood.
Emily Grace Totti.
Caden Alexandra Cobb.
Emma Grace Schultz.
Riley Carlotta Moniz.
Gabriella Grace Condon.
Madison Elizabeth Dom.
Morgan Marie Thieler.
Reese Gabrielle Trammell.
Addison Nicole Springer.
James Michael Sizemore III.
Savannah Broyles.
D. LaShawn Hunt.
Jacqueline Rose Cadonzi.
Aubrey Kendall Norton.
Emily Catherine Noon.
Drew Mariella Betts.
Deborah Camilla Porcher.
Abigail Nicole Osterhout.
Marva Ali.
Carly Caitlin Moyers.
Emily Grace Hendricks.
Jensen Renee Smalling.
Emily Grace Leach.
Kaylee Michelle Bobbitt.
Faith Danielle Rolar.
Mercini Kostulas.
Andrea Harding.
Abigail Page Sadler.
Hannah Nicole Selvage.
Lilith J. Heifel.
Lindsay Emily Beebe.
Isabella Lenore Steffen.
Catherine Ayers Poole.
Lillian Abigail McLemore.
Jenna Lee Ciesla.
Salma Kailani.
Anna Beth Kaufman.
Claire Evelyn Taylor.
Aiden Blake Alexander Hensley.
Madison Rose Gassard.
Angelina Polsinelli.
Annabelle Rose Clymer.
Addison Paige Mattioli.
Emily Page Fuston.
Lucy Susanna Chalfie.
Allison Honeycutt.
Campbell Elizabeth Wood.
Elizabeth Mary Kay Payne.
Lillian June Neville.
Sarah Lynn Sandusky.
Eleanor Marie Johnson.
Alexander J. Gorokovsky.
Ashby Elizabeth Long.
Gracie Ruth Adeline Jones.
Delilah Yvonne Faye Jones.
Adeline Patricia Brady.
Randolph Louise Kaminskis.
Spencer James Hudson.
Ashley Noel McGlynn.
Hunterdon Yarobino.
Reina Alicia Esco Seti.
Olivia D. Thomas.
Connor Robert McGarrigle.
Hattie L. Holloway.
Christopher Anthony O'Grady.
Chase Christian Heiser.
Alexis Jordan Esten.
Kylie Ann Sullivan.
Jonathan David Scott.
Anna Jane Snyder.
Avery McKenna Cooper.
Mariana Alessandra Garcia.
Katie Murphy.
Madison Nicole Schletzer.
Olivia Renee Specht.
Ragini Shri Kaipa.
Christina M. Tarantino.
Catherine Sue Redden.
Anna Kate Pember.
Meredith Brett Asbury.
Destiny M. Rodriguez.
Grace Wolfenbarger.
McKenna Keeley Gibson.
Grace Marie Rickman.
Luke Massengill.
Madison Rose Howard.
Eumeria Janice Taylor.
Hannah Renee Summy.
Peyton Christopher Black.
Esosa Osadembamwen Ode.
Amy Ron Lee.
Andrew J. Wilson.
Kaylee Dawn Luna Johnson.
Matthew William Ahern.
Allie Jane Holder.
Jacob Russ Mullins.
Sherman Eugene Howard Jr.
Kenzie Byington.
Sydney Hawkins.
Taylor Elise Clennon.
Hayden James Morgan.
Hudson Walker Williams.
Wilson Keeler Clark.
Brady Burling.
Anthony Kyle Bull.
Jacob M. Fanicos.
Caleb Miller Watson.
Alexandra Gabrielle Salvatore.
Aiden Reed Sutton.
Sydney Kathleen Rust.
Treasure Monet Johnson.
Ella Rain O'Toole.
Autumn Kennedy Hickerson.
Olivia Caroline O'Connor.
Saida Simone Buckley.
Selena Elise Ward.
Deasia Charlene Jordan.
Mackenzie Taylor Specht.
Antiana Shernay Cal.
Nicole B. Anthony.
Kristen Nicole Sammy.
Maria Q. Ahmed.
Kiera Monet Wilson.
Kushi H. Patel.
Ariana Legale Glass.
Emily Louise Chronister.
Ebony Michelle Warner.
Scott Wall. Maria Calford.
Patrick Kermond.
Madeline Jane Howe.
Marcus Hayden Martin.
Reagan Isles.
Grant H. Rinker.
Heather Ann Maxwell.
Jordan Alexandra Lamb.
Kelsey Elizabeth Fulmer.
Ava Marie Dean.
Sergio Hernandez Jr.
Jamie Mitchell Williams.
Caroline Elizabeth Stiles. Carrie Schlupp. Daniel Austin Evans. Madison Mary Grace Cox. Haley Rose Walsh. Emma L. Powell. Hunter Gage Early. Kara Madeline Jones. Evelyn Grace Kofer. Morgan Christine Melton. Awan Castaneda. Lisa Fu Fel. Cameron J. Cairns. De'Ara Amari Arnold. Kayla Arnesia Sanford. Farah Alexandria Lloyd. Rakia Alicia Pruitt. Ana Maria Subtirillo. Austin Wade Fleming. Patrick Hadir Carmo. Garrett A. Mitchell. Aiden E. English. Avery Curley, Jr.
We will now recognize graduates receiving degrees from the Tickle College of Engineering. Joel James Geist.
Cheyenne Rastegari.
Jared Armando Romero.
Myrna Magdi Bochter.
Lillian Valentine Swan.
John Paul Anthony Diefenthaler.
Vincent Gregory Broda.
Jonas Allen Cousins.
Al-Jahara Al-Sulayman.
Hunter Gibbs Solomon.
Maram Al-Mahadar.
Hayden Trent Sobis.
Ariel Queen Lane.
Elijah Clay Nordhorn.
Anil B. Capriera.
Mitchell Thomas Crockett.
Brandon Turner White.
Kaylee Ashlyn Kalem.
Sai Deepika Desari.
Lucas Olson.
Yasharaj Gaikwad.
William David Combs II.
Joseph Patrick Bresson.
Austin Lee Ivy.
Allison Ann Rawalt.
Diana Renee Hundley.
Gregory Brian Farley.
Thomas Brandon Collier.
Ewan William McGarvey.
Guy Daniel Wagoner III.
Nathan Tyler Herndon.
Brian Earl Raymer.
Evan Samuel Dunn.
Jordan Kate Millay.
Jacob Marshall Smisky.
Shannon Therese Moss Meyer.
Giovanna Garcia.
Kendall Ann Cuddy.
Venkata Sarvajitani Bandanya.
John Andrew Harris.
Naif Khalid Aliden.
Dalton A. West.
Talal Misford Al-Sheet.
Robert Blaine Wilson.
Tony Morgan Perkins.
Joshua Patrick Gallardo.
Shukapufus Savalamani.
Zachary Clay Yost.
Ufama Igosta Ufabunu.
Leslie Ann Yost.
Zachary Sublet.
Okay. Christy Lene Lee.
Ria Patel.
Molly Lynn Turner.
Seth Kenny.
Joseph Lynn Tollett.
Diane J. Shezwan Ganguri.
James Beatty Erskine.
Walter J. Ashworth.
Anthony James Cortez.
Seth Ryan Jaratek.
Noah James Archer.
Anna Elizabeth Weiss.
Zachary Thomas Perry.
Jason Sims Arnold.
Ryan Andrew Smith.
Matthew Tyler Sherrod.
Dylan Michael Pollard.
Austin William Michael Holler.
Vishnu Sankaran.
Agnila Ghosh Sharovi.
Manan Utpalkumar Patel.
William Connor Parham.
Eric Michael Vaughn.
Brendan Corwin Sweet.
Stephen E. Shane Horner.
Arjun Bhattacharya.
Ruben Anthony Subia.
Gadiel Omar Morales.
Alondra Deneen Roybal.
Cameron Warren Bobo.
Madison Kate Embleton.
Stephen Grant Wilmoth.
Haley May Hildenbrand.
Christian Thomas Isaacs.
J. Jordan Rowland.
Mitchell Alexander Trotsky.
Kyle Jordan Brashear.
Benjamin Layton Black.
Adam Feely.
Mackenzie Patrice Ward.
Brendan Luke Eminger.
Raya Tressa Benad.
Nicholas Blake Weber.
Jack Davis Keffer.
Matthew Edward Forrest.
Rohit Kausika.
Eric L. Zook.
Jared William Floyd.
Logan Kevin Sullivan.
Britton Chandler Almy.
Sarah Longworth.
Ashlyn Marie Ricola.
Bethany Clace Malkmus.
Kenneth Lamar Anderson, Jr.
Jackson Tyler Muncie.
Emma Grace Poindexter.
Seth Perry Abbott.
Marissa Marie Trobel.
Bryant Scott Stegman.
John Sebastian Ogle.
Madison L. Hicks.
Enoch Lin Zhang.
Tyler Charles Musamnite.
Jaden Cooper Chin.
Shivaji Muparti.
Parker Thomas Harrelson.
Siddharthan Ramalingam.
Christian Daniel Horton.
Tochukwu Sylvester Nwuzu.
Jake Isaac Worms.
Gabrielle Mateo Laboy.
Dalton Biggers.
Devanshi Kirti Patel.
David Allen Costello III.
Maeta Rahametu Ran Pushti.
Blake Zigotowski.
Munira Nanori.
Lillian June McLeod.
Robert Tyson Beach.
Deborah Caitlin Moffett.
Caroline Lane Dykes.
Jonathan T. Tran.
Zachary Ryan Nieves.
Joseph Anthony Syracuse.
Colin Joseph Kananako.
James G. Shastid.
Jihoon Kim.
Zachary Ricardo Clark.
G. Arthur Jur.
Collins Elekchuku.
Mason Cole Stott.
William Joseph Hopper.
Julian Aiden Halloy.
Andrew Christopher Bonstead.
Ted Ilkoff.
Benjamin E. Tickle.
Celia Jackson Green.
Krish Raj Dogra.
Alexis Rihanna Butner.
Camden Samuel Schumann.
Samuel Warren Hayes.
Ian Christian Rogers.
Michaela Jamela McCormick.
Drake Austin Desiker.
Vineet Preetham Kunjetsi.
Seth Bradley Gregg.
Stephen Vomentrong Dow.
Caleb Lynn Allen.
Chris Anthony White.
Smit K. Patel.
Lawrence James Levine Jr.
Kehan Alpesh Patel.
Nicholas Ryan Lindsay.
Gray Abigail Klein.
Tanya Tuen Nguyen.
Caitlin Fawcett.
Andrew Jake Marlowe.
Joseph Adger Robertson.
Alexander Lauren DeGrado.
James Oliver Castle.
Mark David Jackson.
Henry David Parker.
Jonathan Peter Lepp.
Megan Hart Brummett.
Madison Victoria Allen.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Griffith.
Cade Christopher Johnson.
Taylor Elaine Hastings.
Alexander A. Gooden.
Remy K. Lehman.
Naman Ilishkumar Patel.
Andrew C. Eblin.
Catherine Lynn Sharp.
Jonathan Alexander McPherson.
Sally Alexis Grigsby.
Nathaniel Ethan Noggle.
Joshua William Chambers.
Riley Paul Burnett.
Jonathan Dennis Clark.
Aaron Matthew McKinney.
Keen Ann Nguyen.
Colton Edward Jarvis.
Tyler Josh Katunkin.
Michael David Lopresti.
William Walter Duff.
Eli Payne Logan.
Triton Albert Eden.
Adriana Lee Cartugana.
Faithful Murray Odoy.
Lauren Shea Alvis Andes.
Nolan Thomas Coffey.
Trinity Hope Darty.
Ryan Daniel Peruski.
Naya Carmen Elizabeth Palmer.
Lakeland Teague Bailey.
Ryan Christian Crumley.
Nathan D. Lacanata.
Micah A. Varanes.
Colby Alexander Hale.
James Cooper Grace.
Robert Dayton Anderson.
Robbie Davis.
Reagan Elizabeth Sands.
Charles Connor Gonaway.
Patrick Samuel Handren.
Christopher Lee Canaday.
Grant Michael Alderson. Maya Joseph Craddock.
Caleb Eric Cornegie.
Adolfo Arroyo.
Davis Michael Ravel.
Jackie Ying Liu.
Ronald Randazzo.
Morgan Chloe Bolden.
Christopher Sean Daughtry.
Mackenzie Lee Moser.
Avery Jason Orns.
Jacob William Kennedy.
Braden Lane Copley.
Jaden Leuchuk.
Jeffrey Keith Davis III.
Rebecca Madeline Specht.
Matthew Thomas Smith.
Beshak Jamre Heshtuk.
Jeffrey Anders Mount.
Georgia Calliope.
Walker Scott Frankhouse.
Fort Hunter.
Grayson Foster Perez.
May Goodgame.
David Keith Naday.
Yaren Daphne Dogan.
Seth Adam Longerhausen.
Madeline Ann Maben.
David M. Dukowski Jr.
Nolan Michael Lease.
Andrew Jefferson Steed.
Davis Michael Granger.
Cameron Nicole Castleberry.
John Carl Hinton Jr.
Hannah Zion Dennison.
Meredith Elise Harple.
Jocelyn Maria Joshi.
Fabriana Prairanata.
Edith Hansen.
Jacob Riley Scroggins.
Amelia Grace Fox.
Addison White.
Mary Taskett.
Brandon L. Meadows.
Lauren Shea Hagerson.
Alexander K. Marler.
Autumn Yang Irwin.
Jacob Ryan Mathern.
Allie Nicole Collier.
Noah A. Clayton.
Dorothy Nee Wong.
Corbin L. Murphy.
Randy Lynn.
Tyler Jackson Duckworth.
John Turner Heath.
Alexandria Marie Collin.
Dang Tron.
Riley Dawn Huffman.
Jacob August Richards.
Tucker Klein Tremaine.
Michaela Catherine Cragg.
Caitlin Marie Smith.
Kyle Matthew Shrewsbury.
Burke Tyven Harden.
Grace Autumn Bass.
Miller James Grimsley.
Yeah!
Natalie Gabrielle Elizabeth Harris.
Nolan MacArthur Robinson.
Ethan Rex Andes.
Tristan A. McLean.
John Paul Saya.
Von Anton Mendoza Hermoso.
Andrew Willard Arthur.
Andy Lee.
Max Hammond.
Rory Mason Call.
Luke P. Buchanan.
Howden Chin.
Baker Lee Northern.
Justin T. Palumbo.
Emma Reagan Lipka.
Alex Colton Fowler.
Michael Edward Sisti.
Adrian Jose Garcia.
Addison Jolie Cable.
Savannah Renee Llewellyn.
Riley Robert O'Brien.
Olivia Ann Rawson.
Trevor McSherry.
Jenna Elise Brown.
Alex Ryan Warden.
Ashley Taylor Urbat.
Margaret Grace Kelly.
Ava Joan Mose.
Sangwoo An.
Abby Elizabeth Knauer.
Luna Dawn Seaton.
Alden Tate Worth.
Matthew Lance Bringle.
Thomas Andrew Barnett II.
Edward Leon Tan.
Crispin Tucker Martin.
Christian Michael Harmon.
Langdon Scarta.
Afrael Miguel Rodriguez Carrillo.
Drake William Doby.
Ethan Cole Eisenhower.
Ivan Lentz.
Emma Aline Davis.
Sean Garrett Liner.
Madeline R. Dreyup Knudsen.
Nicholas Wesley Mize.
Riley Marie Simpson.
Chloe Elizabeth Marson.
Nicolette Elizabeth Turnbull.
Riley Jennifer Starmack.
Avery Bateman.
John Paul Diaz.
Samuel Malajchik.
Roy Dudley Smith Jr.
Jackson S. Soche.
Dylan Cade McClung.
Sandy Fata.
William David Withrow.
Brianna Nicole Slessman.
Jeffrey Tyler Reed.
Faith Ann Chernowski.
Megan Joy Gerganas Dillard.
Christiana Grace Murph.
Megan Tyler Swindle.
Mackenzie Ryan Johnson.
Elijah Ryland Green.
Emily Lee Vo.
Aiden M. Siddiqui.
Matthew Bryant Webb.
Victoria Elizabeth Sullivan.
Laura Jean Smith.
Jacob Christian Peterson.
Constance Grace Wilson.
Ethan James Weaver.
Jackson Paul Burns.
Adam Paul Buchhalter.
Brian Rawl Sotelo.
Travis Leander Patterson.
Zach Alexander Bolt.
James William Carnell.
Alec Reed Deckman.
Josiah D. Mock.
Aiden Joshua Augenbaum.
Lathan Vincel Holder.
Joseph Riley Taylor.
Joshua Mark Hillner.
John Tanner Kutbai.
Allison Turner.
Paul Thomas Wilkins.
Jalen Khalil Crippen.
Connor Ethan Bronze.
Jacob William Hoover.
Amanda Leonard.
Griffin Kendrick Elder.
Caitlin J. Aquino.
Holden Everett Petty.
Parker J. O'Hara.
Joshua Davis Ward.
Russell Scott McCoygie Jr.
Jonathan Case Griffith.
Kenneth Walthall Barlow III.
Nathan Samuel Varner.
George Anthony DeSoto.
Jonah Allen Van Campen.
Carter John Farrell.
Seth Harrison Shukit.
Camden Lee Melcody.
Samuel Bryce Cardenas.
Jacob Reed Filden.
Cade Garrison Allen.
Colin Andrew Christensen.
Robert Connor Emerson.
Peter Grant Hoffman.
Brian Chase Hardert.
Victoria Jacqueline Rapolo.
Evan Bryant Montgomery.
Sahil Jamani.
Caden Ray Castaneda.
Madison Ann Bailey Long.
Jeremiah David Augustine.
Emma Catherine Moore.
Elijah Braden Heckmer.
Haley Francis Powers.
Mason Garrett Roddy.
Robin Ann Schlimmen.
Ty K. Culberson.
Paige Nicole Provost.
Colton Dean Schuyler Lind.
Rachel Hannah Sutliff.
Philip John Urrutia.
Ryan Rhino Westbrooks.
Justin Surya Sangsuwang.
Jacob Keith Anderson.
Jaslyn Nicole Bowden.
Ryan Keith Holsey.
William Jackson Myers.
Samuel Crawford.
Nicholas Paul Jacobson.
Austin Scott Fisher.
Samuel Harrison Southard.
Haley Brooke Henderlight.
Thomas Harrison McConnell.
Jacob Elijah Edkin.
Chase William Post.
Kara Lee Brooke Carmichael.
Andrew Charles Barrett.
Christian Scott Pack.
Stephen Cole Talbert.
Michael Anthony Spinazzola III.
Griffin Alexander Draper.
Seth Rusk Jenkins.
James Travis Reeder III.
Camden Philip Lindsay.
Jonah Christian Cathlin.
Gabriel Mauro Mero Casado.
Ian Charles Whitsoe.
Joshua Denham Griswold.
Spencer Allen Moody.
Samuel Roby Snow.
Samuel James Petro.
Jesse Brimmeyer.
Brockton Joseph Foley.
Mario Haney Mansour.
Logan Tyler Rast.
Ashton J. Masserant.
Michaela Grace McKinney.
Daniel Calhoun Abercrombie.
Brenna Bentley.
Ryan M. Howard.
Mariana Milano Benitez.
Jacob Edward Vargas.
Grace Elizabeth Houghton.
Caden Branch.
Kylie Isabella Corvin.
Matthew Grant Michaels.
Samuel LeVay.
Corey James Furrier.
William D. Stallions.
Zachary M. Grubbs.
Oliver T. McComb.
Landon Cole Robbins.
Peyton Ann Luncala.
Christiana Caitlin Head.
John Michael Wiley.
Logan Matthew Goodbread.
Joseph Barnes.
Parker Scott Britton.
Alexander Robert Bottoms.
Anthony Jacob Grimm.
Noah D. Shin.
Abigail Lindsay Lee.
Cayman Matthew Nelson.
Claire Michelle Grun.
Isabella Grace Weiniger.
Morgan Rose Smith.
Agustin Soto.
Francisco Alberto Aguirre.
Corbin Timothy Edmonds.
Ahmed Hassan Aljizi.
Mary Hannah Irwin.
Sylvia McKell.
Felicia Juliette Tan.
Miriam El Wasif.
Victoria Lee Rogers.
Austin Philip Smith.
Sarah Jane Grady.
Sami Kamal Haran.
Sarah Elizabeth Von Holland.
Dylan Frederick Del Rosa.
Henry Lau Hodge.
Casey Joy Stefanik.
Reagan Alexander Austin.
Chase Alexander Walsh.
Noah Ryan Bogdanovich.
Ryan James Frankie.
Vicky Chakpuang.
Turner Manning Torrance.
Leah Grace Evans.
Matthew C. Sheridan.
Ethan Joseph Head.
Minwoo Kim.
Ian Robert Burns.
Ruth Yana Tamaru Tamarasa.
Aiden Scott Lay.
Samhal Barana Tariq.
Eric Jinyang Zhao.
Kenna Asay.
Gushan Babesh Kumar Patel.
Andrew Dawson Myers.
Evan Thomas Newport.
Maxwell Douglas Reed.
Shidari Karita Monzo.
Emma Hart Patterson.
Chat W. Wechter.
Kate Blankenship.
Colton Anthony Young.
Katie E. Beeler.
Ryder Duplessis.
Michael Frederick Blomenberg.
Charles Birch Weems IV.
Owen A. Kibble.
Jonah Michael Verklin.
Elise Cole Gosser.
Patrick Landry Callahan.
Natalie Claire Aller.
Luke Parenti.
Caitlin Lee Campbell.
Samuel Garrett Gaddis.
Ethan Wyatt Sparks.
Coleman Montgomery Ross Oates.
Nico Shaldoni.
James Holden Pate.
Mitchell Thomas Steele.
Luke Robert Blandford.
William Tate Ackerman.
Luke Adam Pizzoli.
Ryan Thomas Sinclair.
Tyler Parr Cummings.
Samuel A. Smith.
Alexandra Faith Lewis.
Mitchell Marcus Zetterquist.
Walton Borno Jr.
William Andrew Wilson.
Jonathan Keith Ransom.
Tyson Williams.
Brian Alexander Marino Cabrera.
Jared W. Newscomb.
Peter Anthony Riso.
Caitlin Marie Hoagland.
Kason Christopher Scarce.
William Mason Werner.
Shanna Wallace.
Colin Paradis.
Nicholas R. Eng.
Jamin Mackenzie Hanna.
Owen Hawkins Grismore.
Ty Julian Anderson.
Richard L. Kuhn.
Kevin Damon Townsend II.
Calvin William Wright.
Keenan Zane Hall.
Michael T. Adriosi.
Brian Cooper Tolson.
Ian Michael Rainey.
Arciano Montera Amia.
Jacob Daniel Free.
Daniel Leva Zavala.
John Robert Pano.
Hugh Graham.
Kayla Grace Dixon.
Megan A. Roth.
Grace Noel Sheldon.
Benjamin Sterling Williams.
Chloe Michaela Donaldson.
Tegan Rose Smith.
Linnea Birgit Johnson.
Hallie Mackenzie Reese.
Jonathan Bailey.
Kylie Adair Carlson.
Andrew G. Lindstrom.
Braden Anderson Lee Harris.
Melissa Ashley Cavillo.
Garrett Christopher Siegel.
Guillermo E. Torrente.
Jackson Reese Douglas.
Keith Douglas Wiley.
Quintarius Kashawn Matlock.
Caitlin Nguyen Lee.
Sean Michael Bauma.
Alexander James Langan.
Garrett Jackson Bailey.
Riley Sawyer Hayes.
Maria Auxiliadora Honduras Rivera.
Elijah Thomas Raffle.
Dustin C. Stanley.
Danush Malavarapu.
Brandon J. Trent.
Owen James Klug.
Carolyn Laurent Rochelle Hill.
Paul Thomas Jones.
Jack Corsi Scupian.
Madeline Grace Walsh.
Braden Keelan Elbers.
Allison Lauren Champion.
Hunter Eric Benjamin.
Alexandra Rosemary Ritter.
Adam Hug Carter.
Avery Sky Blau.
Anela Louise Shanley.
Owen L. Marsh.
Nicholas Lee White.
Magda Sofia Lopez.
John Heverin Thornton.
Brian Cortez.
Ian A. Tolk.
Kevin Acosta.
Matvey A. Batua.
Joseph Rudolph Kostelik.
Samuel Miller Adams.
John David Love.
Isha Bandari.
Hussein Al-Zubaidi.
Srinaiva Patil.
Jacob Ian Howard.
Pooja Masani.
Barrett Amons Schwal.
Anis Angel Arakia Raj.
Ian Scott Marshall.
John Dalton Drake.
Dalton A. Bone.
John Michael Cole.
Gabriel Vincent Qualls.
Sarah Rose Mealy.
Aiden Michael Condry.
Anderson Felix King.
Ethan Taylor Durham.
Yevgeny Ivanovich Kruvov.
Blake Russell Milstead.
Cody Albert Lubick.
Kareem Shmesani.
Evelyn Perry Hollenbeck.
Monica Mary Leandro Ledesma.
Andrew Robert Thompson.
Maria Victoria Cortez Sanchez.
Joshua Samuel Kupras.
William Clarence Quisenberry.
Andrew Bianchi.
Mackenzie Kate Brogan.
William Harrison Hoff.
Emma Elise Ferber.
Colton Blake Chandler.
Christian Alexander West.
Jack Andrew Buffington.
Gabriel Tristan Latham.
Irie Nicholas Francis.
Mohammed Radi S. Almadri.
William Charles Winslade.
Caroline Grace Zarnecki.
Daroon Andrew Lawson.
Alexis Faith Vinson.
John Wilson Huffman.
Cheyenne Naomi Milbrook.
Finn K. Lee.
Maura Ellen O'Driscoll.
Samuel Bronner Roble.
Hayden N. Finn.
Heather Marie Grinstaff.
Ethan Charles Francis.
Robert Alexander Petty.
Ashvin Siva Ikenaran.
Aiden Crawford Gaston.
Cody Blake Allen.
Shashank Bandaru.
Robert Whitfield King Jr.
Jason D. Choi.
Daniel Bryson Hodges.
Cade Robert McClellan.
Dominic Bembry.
Brent Dasso.
Levi Joseph Hochstetler.
Noah Whitfield Walker.
Bryce Neal Richards.
Brady Walker Peterlin.
Matthew Wynn Milam.
Evan Charles Brown.
Hayden Parker Parsons. Gabrielle Pascal Johnson. Dylan Ortega. John Brantley Horn. Andrew Elliott Telford. Christian Albert Lee. Hayden Allen Wells. Jackson Lee Muncie. William Newman Maynard. Caleb Jeffrey Gramlich. Alex Ming Zheng. Mikoli Jakowski. Erica Venice Anderson. Colleen Allison McCloskey. Anne Claire Kathleen Duncan. Catherine Maeve Sullivan. Julie Marie Kaufman. Wendy Dong. Mary Elizabeth Melandra. Austin Taylor Gilbert. Connor Dale Borshig. Griffin Gregory Lee. Ethan David Strickland. Braden Michael Kasner. Alex David Oftenkamp. Colin Antonio Brown. Chelsea Elizabeth Butner. Kirsten Brooke Hamilton. Lauren L. Sergi. Houston Smith. Haley Faith Henderson. Sarah Elizabeth Hanna. Melissa Marie Willis. Connor Michael Soulsby. Elijah Daniel Daney. Levi Matthew Christensen. Ryan Matthew Fisher. Brock D. Hawley. Julie Emily Fort. Fatima Osama Mohammed El Hassan. Sydney Renee McQuarrie.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it great to be at Tennessee Vol? Congratulations, graduates. One more round of applause for our graduates, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to welcome Major Holly J.A. Livingston to commission our ROTC cadets into the United States Armed Forces. Major.
Will the officer candidates come forward? Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment, I will administer the oath of office to these young men and women. I have personally challenged them to embody the oath of this daily for the rest of their lives. As I administer this oath, I ask that you carefully listen to the words, and I ask that everyone, friends, family, classmates, faculty, and administrators, to help support these Air Force and Army officers as they fulfill this oath. Officer candidates, raise your right hand. Do you, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the Armed Forces of the United States, solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that you bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you are about to enter? So help you God. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest second lieutenants of the United States Air Force and United States Army.
Graduates, we have now arrived at the part of the ceremony that I know that you all have been looking forward to, when I confer the degrees and our graduates move their tassels, acknowledging the transition from student to graduate. This is a special moment to celebrate all the years of hard work and dedication. Degree candidates, would you please stand? Your presence today demonstrates that you have done the work and completed the requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Undergraduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, you may now be seated. We close the ceremony, as is our tradition, by singing the alma mater together for your first time as alums. After the alma mater, at my direction, we will take a few moments to celebrate and to soak in this joyous moment. Graduates, you may throw your caps, snap some photos, dance in the aisles. Family and friends, let's cheer as loud as we can. Let's let them hear us outside. Let's cheer so loud. And we'll have another opportunity to cheer. After the celebration, the stage party will recess and our ceremony will be officially concluded. Graduates and guests, I ask you to exit up through the stairs to the concourse level of the arena. Now I'd ask everyone to please stand for the singing of our alma mater. Congratulations again to everyone here. Thank you for celebrating with us, and for the first time as alums after me, go Vols!
On a hallowed hill in Tennessee, like beacon shining bright, the stately walls of old UT rise glorious to the sight. So here's to you, old Tennessee, our alma mater true. We people love and harmony, our loyalty to you.
Are you ready to celebrate? Let's count down. 3, 2, 1, let's celebrate!